Hello, in this video I'm going to be picking this American lock series 5200. It says USA hardened on the front. Back it says US. I believe this is issued to the US government, the US military. I'm not sure what QFL stands for. Maybe that was the base it was used at, or the unit, or maybe it has something to do with where it was manufactured. I don't know. It is a 5-pin lock. It uses ball bearings to retain the shackle. You cannot remove the key with the shackle open. It's closed, you can. It does use the same key as the American 1100 series locks, or A1100. The same key for all of them. Same keyway. Yeah. The American Lock Company is owned by Master now. I'm not sure when Master bought them, but they've owned them for a little while. Got a full set there. There we go. Very first pin, I was trying to lift it without knocking out the tension wrench. Alright, I'm going to take this apart and see what's inside. I'm just using a Phillips head here. Not quite, apparently. There we go. That comes out just like the American series locks, or American 1100. This core looks just like them as well. Yeah. Actually, the front of that might be a little different, but I'm not sure. Go ahead and close this. Try to get this retaining clip off. Oh, nice. That actually came off really easy. Cool. key. That in there. I'm going to go this direction with it so that that's underneath the Bible. Let's see what we got here for these 5 pins. Okay. You can see, unlike the American series that had like the 6 holes drilled in it, though, this one only has the 5 holes. Doesn't have an extra hole drilled. Looks like we've got serrations on pins 2 through 5, not on the, I don't see any on the shortest pin in the front on 1. Alright, we'll start seeing what we've got for drivers. Okay, first one. Oh. It's a spool, that makes sense. Our second one. Got another spool. Three. Serrated. Four serrated. 5. Gonna be another spool. Okay. I don't see anything else, I guess, nothing else to really note there. The cylinder does look slightly different than the 1100 series. It's got to be a little shorter because it's got one less pin stack, and this part right here at the front of the lock is I guess this little notch is actually not quite as large as it is on the 1100. I don't know that that matters at all, just commenting. Alright, I'm going to start putting it back together. Let's start at the back, because I think that tends to be easier than reaching all the way in the back. And like the 1100, these springs do not seem very strong. Now, I believe this lock I have right here actually came from a set of locks. This lock and a few others came from a set that was supposedly from the 80s. Now, I don't know if all the locks were from the 80s or not, but what am I doing? I don't want that. If it is that old, if you can see what I'm doing there, just line it up in that groove and then pushing down with these, pushing it into the Bible, and forward on the plug. If it is that old, I suppose that could explain why maybe the springs feel a little weak if it's been being used for that long. But I think it's also probably the design too, to some extent. In the military, they have special springs for machine guns. It's like 3 springs that are wound together. it's supposed to, I mean, I think it helps reduce noise, which is why some people like them on certain rifles. It's also supposed to make the springs last longer. I've never heard of any such thing on a lock. Not that this has it, I'm just saying I'd be kind of curious to see if it made a difference on anything. Let's do these real quick. So yeah, that first pin is real short, so I had to get lifted real high with the spool behind that top of keyway tension wrench, and that was probably the hardest part of this lock. Okay, do a quick sanity check before I put it in there. That looks good. Sorry, I probably drifted off camera there. That's the sanity check I'm doing though before I put it in there, just making sure everything lines up so I don't put it in the wrong way. Rotate this a little bit. I'll rotate this a little bit. There we go. This little guy. One thing I have noticed too is that the even if these are like all keyed alike, so like I got this as part of a set, and I have 8 of these locks that use the same keys. Even if they're all keyed alike, they do have different security pins in them. I sold one of these, but it wasn't, because I didn't make quite enough money for me to get rid of. Want to get rid of the rest. Let me see if that'll work to get this set in there. No. Okay, so maybe I got to do this slightly different than I'm imagining. Okay, so let's put it in there. I can close it. I can pull the key out. Insert this. Okay, just figuring out the scheme to lock this back up. So, sorry, I sort of drifted off there. I don't know if I finished my statement. What I was saying was that the security pins can be different, even if the keying's the same. And I sold one on eBay, but I didn't make quite enough money for me to want to sell the others. I thought, oh, maybe I'll do something with them. Maybe make some sort of training set or something. And haven't yet, but still not quite ready to get rid of them. I don't remember seeing these in the military when I was in. I'm sure we had them on like quad cons or something somewhere. But I do remember seeing some much cheaper locks on some very important things, which is kind of scary. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching.